Have you ever wondered, could the way you talk to your doctor actually harm the care you receive? It might sound surprising, but your words, your tone, and even how clearly you describe what's happening with your body can shape the treatment you get. Doctors aren't mind readers. They only know what you share, and if that information is unclear, incomplete, or brushed aside as just aging, the result can be misdiagnosis, delayed treatments, or confusion about the next steps. Take Eleanor, a 76-year-old from Ohio, for example. She told her doctor, "I get tired sometimes." It sounded minor. But what she didn't explain was that she had been so exhausted she could barely walk from her kitchen to the living room without stopping to rest. That missing detail delayed her diagnosis of heart disease by nearly a year. This isn't about blaming seniors, it's about awareness. Many older adults downplay their symptoms out of politeness, habit, or because they think, well, I'm just getting old. But those small omissions can have serious consequences. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 ugly truths about the way seniors communicate with their doctors. Truths that can quietly ruin the quality of care. And I encourage you to stay until the very end, because the final truth is the one most people never realize until it's too late. Truth number 1. Downplaying or minimizing symptoms. Have you ever told your doctor, "It's nothing, just a little ache," hoping not to bother them? Many seniors do this out of politeness, toughness, or simply not wanting to sound like a complainer. But here's the danger. Those small aches can sometimes be the very first signs of something serious. Take George, 81, from Florida. He had recurring back pain for months, but kept dismissing it as just old age. When he finally mentioned it casually during a routine checkup, his doctor ordered an X-ray and discovered a spinal issue that required immediate treatment. By the time it was addressed, his recovery was much harder than it could have been if he had spoken up earlier. The truth is, being honest about your symptoms is not complaining. It's giving your doctor the facts they need to protect your health. Share details, how long it's lasted, how often it happens, and how it impacts your daily life. Your voice might be the difference between catching a problem early or facing it too late. Truth number 2. Speaking in vague or unclear terms. Have you ever sat in your doctor's office and said something like, "I just feel off," or "it hurts," and then left it at that? Many seniors do, without realizing how unhelpful those words can be. Doctors aren't magicians. They need precision to connect the dots. Where does it hurt? When did it start? How often does it happen? What makes it better or worse? And how intense is the pain? Sharp, dull, burning, or throbbing? Let me give you an example. James, an 82-year-old from Arizona, once told his doctor, "I feel weak." That was it. No details. Because the description was vague, his doctor didn't immediately see the urgency. Weeks later, James was finally diagnosed with anemia, a condition that could have been addressed sooner if he had been more specific. That delay left him feeling drained and robbed him of valuable energy during those weeks. Here's the takeaway. Don't rely on memory in the moment. Before your appointment, write your symptoms down. Note when they started, how long they last, what triggers them, and what they feel like. Even a simple note card can make all the difference. Remember, your words are the map your doctor follows. The clearer the map, the faster they can guide you to the right treatment. Being specific isn't overthinking. It's giving your health the clarity it deserves. Truth number 3. Not bringing a written list of concerns. Have you ever walked into your doctor's office fully intending to mention everything that's been bothering you, only to walk out later realizing you forgot half of it? It happens to so many seniors. The mistake is simple: relying on memory. And here's the problem. If you don't bring something up, your doctor can't address it. They only know what you tell them in that short window of time. Let me share a story. Carol, a 79-year-old from Florida, went to see her doctor about adjusting her blood pressure medication. That was the main reason for her appointment. But she also had been feeling dizzy and lightheaded for weeks. In the moment, caught up in talking about prescriptions, she forgot to mention it. Months later, After a frightening fall in her kitchen, she was finally diagnosed with an inner ear condition that could have been treated much earlier. That simple omission cost her precious time and peace of mind. This is why bringing a written list of concerns is so powerful. Think of it like going grocery shopping without a list. You'll always forget something important. But if you take a few minutes before your appointment to jot down your symptoms, questions, and worries, and even rank them by importance, you create a roadmap for your doctor. It ensures nothing slips through the cracks. The truth is, memory fades under pressure, and doctor visits can feel rushed. A list puts you back in control. It tells your doctor, these are the things I need to talk about today. And that one habit could mean catching a health problem early, instead of dealing with it too late. Truth number 4. Assuming the doctor remembers everything. Have you ever walked into your doctor's office and thought, well, they already know my history, they'll remember what's going on? It feels natural to assume that. After all, they're the professionals, right? But here's the truth. Your doctor might see 20, 30, even 40 patients in a single day. As much as they care, it's simply impossible for them to recall every detail of your health story without your help. Let me give you an example. Harold, a 74-year-old from Arizona, had been struggling with joint pain. When he visited his doctor, he didn't think to mention that he had recently started a new blood pressure medication. The doctor, unaware of this change, ordered weeks of tests, x-rays, blood work, even referrals, trying to figure out what was wrong. Only later did they discover that the joint pain was a side effect of the new medication. If Harold had shared that update at the very beginning, he could have saved himself weeks of worry, extra appointments, and unnecessary stress. That's why this truth is so important. Your doctor is your partner, but you are the historian of your own body. The more clearly and completely you update them, the faster they can connect the dots. Don't just wait for questions, take the lead. Here's a simple habit that works wonders. At the start of every visit, give a quick, clear update. Mention any new medications, supplements, or lifestyle changes. Add any new or changed symptoms, even if they feel small. Think of it like giving your doctor the missing puzzle pieces. Without them, they might spend weeks searching for answers that you already had. So the next time you sit down in that office, remember, your words are the bridge. By sharing a full update, you're not only helping your doctor do their job better, you're protecting your own health in the process. Truth number 5. Talking too much, without letting the doctor guide. Have you ever walked into a doctor's office, sat down, and immediately started telling the entire story of your health from childhood to today? It's natural. We want to give context. But here's the problem. When we overshare every detail without focus, the limited time in your appointment can slip away, and the most important issues never get addressed. Doctors are trained to guide conversations in a very specific order. They're listening for patterns, asking targeted questions, and piecing together clues like detectives. But if we flood them with unrelated stories, they can't always get to the heart of the issue. Take Linda, a 77-year-old from Texas, for example. She went in to discuss her knee pain, but instead, she spent the first 15 minutes talking about her neighbor's health, her grandson's soccer game, and how she's been feeling off for years. By the time the nurse came back to end the visit, there wasn't enough time for a thorough knee exam. That one missed chance meant weeks of continued pain before she finally got proper treatment. Now, this doesn't mean your stories don't matter. In fact, sharing your life context helps your doctor see the bigger picture. But it works best when you let the doctor guide the flow of the conversation. Think of it like a dance. If both people try to lead, you'll end up stepping on each other's toes. But if you trust your partner, the dance becomes smooth and meaningful. Here's a simple habit that makes all the difference. Before your visit, jot down your top 2 or 3 concerns. Keep them short and clear. When the doctor asks, start with a direct answer. I've had sharp knee pain for 3 weeks, especially when climbing stairs. That clarity opens the door for your doctor to ask the right follow-up questions. Remember, your goal is not to tell every story at once. It's to create a cooperative conversation. When you respect the flow of the appointment, your doctor has more time to examine, explain, and truly help you. And that means you walk away not just heard, but healed. Have you noticed how often we think of medicine as pills, lab results, or x-rays, but not words? Yet the truth is, the words you use during a doctor's visit can shape your care more than you realize. Your voice is the bridge between what your body feels and how your doctor understands it. Think about it. When you walk into that office and speak with clarity, honesty, and focus, you're not just describing symptoms, you're giving your doctor the roadmap to help you. But when we're vague, scattered, or overwhelmed with unnecessary detail, the map becomes blurry and the journey to better health takes longer. Let's take a moment to reflect. Simple adjustments, like jotting down your main concerns, using clear descriptions, and then allowing the doctor to guide the flow, can transform your appointments. These are not big changes, but they carry big rewards: quicker answers, more accurate diagnoses, deeper trust, and that priceless peace of mind when you walk out knowing you were truly heard. Remember, effective communication is a partnership. Your doctor brings medical knowledge. You bring your lived experience. Together, the two create a complete picture. And the more complete that picture, the better your care will be. So let me leave you with this. Never underestimate the power of your own words. They are not small. They are not background noise. They are the key to unlocking the care you deserve.
Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What lesson in today's video spoke to you the most? Leave a comment below, hit like, and subscribe to VitalAge Health so you never miss our future insights. And please, share this video with a friend who might need it, because the gift of better health is worth passing on.